That being said, if you guys want me to go to Jermaine Lawrence right away, or do you want to ask questions about this first?
Go to Jermaine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I'm really worried about anyway. We're excited about Jermaine Lawrence, obviously, and his signing. Give all the credit to my staff, as usual. Darren Savino did the legwork in this particular situation, who right now, in my opinion, should be a head coach somewhere else, but I'm lucky to have him on his staff. And hopefully we can continue to have more success so Darren will get the opportunity he deserves to be a head coach. Obviously, Larry's been one and Antoine's an up-and-coming coach, but they do a great job. Jermaine's a great player. He's 6'9", 200 pounds. He needs to gain weight. He's got to get stronger, but skill-wise, he can do everything on the basketball court. He can win a game for you with points. He can pass. He can rebound, feel for the game. He can defend 3 positions. He can block shots. He understands how to play. He had a very limited year this year with his injury, tendon injury to his wrist. He's fully healthy now, and he'll be fully, knock on wood, nothing happens between now and June. He'll be here in June, he'll be full go. So obviously he's got to get a little bit stronger. He and I talk about that all the time, about what he's got to do to be able to make the impact he's hoping to make early in his career, and that we're hoping he can make early in his career. But he's a very skilled basketball player, and transitioning, not just talking about him, but all of our recruits. It's by far the best recruiting class we've had in a long time here, because obviously I've been here 7 years, but been part of the program for a long time. But five signees deep. The cerebral aspect of our players is something I'm excited about. Not just the athletic aspect, the quality of the kid that we're bringing in, the families they're from, is something I think that is going to really help us down the road. You see kids making decisions every day in college, and when you can get high-level people, not just high-level players, it's going to allow you to be more successful. And these guys can all really play. You guys probably saw, you know, Kevin Johnson, probably the most underrated player in his hometown in history. And I think people are starting to wake up to that. They maybe saw his All-Star game the other night. But Troy and Deshaun and Jamari, these guys can all play. They're all freshmen too, and got a chance to be around here for a long time. So it's a great core base for us to get. And they will all be here hopefully by June 24th would be the day, if you guys are going to ask for that, so you can start figuring out if they're going to be in the summer league. I know maybe that question too. But you know, obviously we lose some stuff with the seniors, but I think what we lose in experience, we got a chance to gain in talent, and hopefully be able to add to what we got and get to a point where our depth can be relative to the entire season, where we can continue to build upon pressing more and playing faster and being able to be deep enough to do so, especially with longer arm guards like Troy and Kevin, and a guy like Jermaine that can play 3 spots on the perimeter and run around and block shots, guard multiple people. So we're really excited about it.
How important is it?
Microphone.
Oh, sorry. How important is it to you to have Jermaine make an immediate impact as a freshman next year, given what you've lost?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. I think it's important that more than Jermaine have immediate impact. You know, I think the programs that are consistent, and we've been one of them. I think we're one of 23 that went to 3 straight NCAA tournaments. You've got to replace from within, not just recruiting. You've got to have leading scorers graduate and other guys elevate their game, like the guys in our locker room. Whether you pick Justin or Titus or Shaq Thomas or Jeremiah Davis, who was out this year, guys becoming more productive that were in your locker room. I think it would be grossly unfair to sit there and ask whether Jermaine Lawrence or Kevin Johnson or whomever, Troy Copain, to come in and be a savior of any way, shape, or form. I will guard against that happening, because obviously Jermaine gets the illustrious tag of being the highest rated recruit. I told him, by the way, you know, you also get a box of popcorn with that too. That doesn't translate to immediate success at our level. doesn't translate to the NBA draft lottery. Life starts over. You get your first elbow in the chest, and then we'll see who's going to be able to contribute the most as a freshman when they react to that elbow in the chest. But he has a chance to have a great career. How soon is going to depend on how quickly he or any of the guys adjust. But we're going to need all those guys to make an impact. And what I would say, as you know me, I'm not real high on recruiting services. And especially when you sit there and you watch the national championship, and the leading scorer on one team, Russ Smith, wasn't ranked in the top 100. Nobody knew who Gordy Dang was, or Luke Hancock. But nobody, I can guarantee you, nobody knew who Spike Albrecht was. So, that stuff really, I think that stuff can be misleading, but I don't want any undue pressure on Jermaine Lawrence coming in here. I want him to stay focused on developing and becoming part of our team, and whatever shakes out for him. But he's definitely capable of making an impact, obviously. You look like you got a question.
Oh, sorry, Paul. Wow. No, you don't want to pigeonhole these guys, but is there a game or maybe player or players that people in Cincinnati are familiar with that maybe he reminds you of, or has that similar type of game?
I knew you were going to ask that. Mm-hmm. And I go way back here. Mm-hmm. I can't come up with one for him. Because he's going to physically walk in and look like Kenyon Martin, but that's not his game. He's a way more skilled offensive player at this point in his career than Kenyon was. If he could get Kenyon Martin's ferociousness, then he will not be here very long, which will be okay by me.
Right.
But his physical appearance, when he walks out there, his size and his length, he's 6'9", maybe 6'10". We shrink them, high school guys say they're taller because we're used to being around the taller guys. But not from a skill level. A guy his height that can get a rebound and push the ball up the floor and pass the ball and handle the ball and make shots. He's a forward. He's not a power player, so to speak. I mean, he's a lot like the guys you see playing on TNT, running around with skills and long arms and that type of game. So, but he can. The thing I like most about Jermaine is when I did see he played limited action this year with his tendon injury, is he was playing against a guy that's a big time recruit. The guy we're recruiting is a guard, and he was guarding the guy at 6'4", and the guy's a big time player. He was able to defend this guy all over the floor, which excites me because I know he's going to have, he's got talent, offensive talent will come out. But when you see that as a coach, you know that guy's got a chance to get on the floor immediately for you because he can defend, he can move his feet, and he's got defensive intensity. Because then the offensive stuff, if you got it, it's going to come out eventually. So, but yeah, it's hard to compare him. I can't really come up with anybody because really the big guys that have played here have been all, whether it's Max, Danny Force, and Kenyon, have all been more power guys than Jermaine. And that's really, he's an all-around forward. I mean, his future's probably, they call it a stretch four or a small forward. He's not really a power guy, though he blocks shots and rebounds and all that.
How much can he change things for SK even next year? Again,
I think that Jeremiah Davis could change things for SK by giving us another consistent outside shooter. I think Shaq Thomas could really help take a lot of pressure off SK scoring-wise. And I know, the guards we signed, Day-Day, Troy, and Kevin could really do it. Jamari Strickland could really help because he can score in the low post. And then David Narsik's gained 13 pounds already, and Titus has gained 11. Shaq's up 9. Those are things that are important. So it'll be a constant deflection of these questions by me. It would be grossly unfair to think Jermaine Lawrence is going to walk in here, having played only 12 games as a senior in high school, and go running around getting 30 a night. I don't think that's real fair to him. Or any of the guys.
Right.
But like I said, our recruiting class, and I really don't know where the
18 to 22
the talking heads have talked about certain guys in our class. But like I can tell you, my excitement level is way higher than it's ever been. of a total class of guys of bringing it in. I'm really, really pleased with our recruiting class. And talent, size, athleticism, but also the kids we're bringing in. That, you know, we got some guys that already get it mentally. It's just going to be the adjustment of working hard every day. So I think we got multiple guys in this class capable of contributing right away, and whether it's helping SK or making an impact on our winning right away. And again, my goal is to get to us to where we're 10 deep. And we